ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please take your seats? Please take your seats.
Gotta hit a little harder, man.
Thank you. Please take your seats.
We're ready.
Ready? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to call this meeting to order. This is the City of Fort Pierce swearing in ceremony. We do this every 4 years. And so I would like to begin with the oath of office to be administered by the city clerk of the City of Fort Pierce. And so the first person to be sworn in would be yours truly, me. So.
Good evening. I'm going to have you repeat after me and place your hand on the Bible. It's there if you need to see it. So, I, Linda Hudson,
I, Linda Hudson,
do solemnly swear that I will support, protect, and defend the Constitution and the government of the United States and of the state of Florida.
do solemnly swear that I will support, protect, and defend the Constitution and government of the United States and of the state of Florida,
That I am duly qualified to hold office under the Constitution of the state and the city of Fort Pierce Charter.
that I am duly qualified to hold office under the Constitution of the state and Fort Pierce City Charter,
And that I will faithfully perform the duties of Fort Pierce Mayor to the best of my abilities.
and that I will faithfully perform the duties of Fort Pierce Mayor to the best of my abilities,
The position for which I am now about to enter.
the position for which I am now about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Nice to have you again. One, two.
I have to sign it twice.
You have to sign it twice. You get one and then we keep one.
Okay. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much. Maybe I'll say a few words.
If you want to come to this side,
So,
that way you
sit
can
down. All right, okay. All right. To this side. The timer is on, but it's not working, so I don't have to keep it to 3 minutes, right? For public comment. So, thank you very much for being here and for all of those who voted for me and elected me for this, my fourth term. So I look forward to serving you and thinking about Fort Pierce and what its future is. I've been thinking a lot about that since I've been elected this time, and not that I didn't think about it before, but it makes you think every single election, and you want your city to be the best it can be, and you don't want it to be criticized. But when it's criticized, you want to take that seriously and look at it and see if it applies and see what you can do better. And so that's what I pledged to do for you. I also know that there's a great sentiment in this city to keep us the way we are and what made us what we are. And that, I think, means something in terms of preserving the waterfront. The water is that's what made this city, all the waterways. And so keeping them clean and keeping them for the people is important to me. And also the fact that where we're located, we're a transportation hub. I think we need to remember how important that is to the city of Fort Pierce, that we are, and that we have a lot of natural beauty, and this is a city with heart and with history. And so what I'd like to do is make sure that we keep to that, what's strong and good about Fort Pierce, even though we grow and we become a better place. And I'd also really, really like to tell you how proud I am to serve with the other commissioners, because we have the best commission in the state. This commission is civil. It goes about its business. It works hard. It takes its job seriously. It's honest. We have integrity, and we differ, but we differ in a very civilized, respectful manner. And so I think we set an example for other governments in the Treasure Coast as well as in the state of Florida. So it's a commission I'm proud to serve with, proud to serve you, the people of Fort Pierce. And I love this place, and I know you do too. So let's get to work. Thank you very much.
Mr. Johnson.
That would have been a cruel joke, huh?
I did. Yeah, you couldn't hear it? Is it not loud?
You have your own Bible that you want to use? Okay. Good evening. Put your hand on the Bible. Yes, sir. I, Curtis Johnson, Jr.,
I, Curtis Johnson, Jr.,
do solemnly swear that I will support, protect, and defend the Constitution and the government of the United States and of the state of Florida,
do solemnly swear that I will support, protect, and defend the Constitution and government of the United States and of the state of Florida,
that I am duly qualified to hold office under the Constitution of the state and the Fort Pierce City Charter,
that I am duly qualified to hold office under the Constitution of the state and Fort Pierce City Charter,
and that I will faithfully perform the duties of Fort Pierce City Commissioner to the best of my abilities,
and that I will faithfully perform the duties of Fort Pierce City Commissioner to the best of my abilities.
for the position which I am now about to enter, so help me God.
For the position for which I am now about to enter, so help me God.
Congratulations and welcome back. And both of those, and we'll get you one too. Say a few words.
All right. Wow. Good afternoon, good evening to all. It is an honor and a privilege to once again be sworn in as city commissioner. You know, we don't take this obligation lightly. And when I entered this commission 4 years ago, I entered on the premise of really uniting and galvanizing this commission and moving forward on the principle of one Fort Pierce, the lapel pin that we wear. We're all elected by different districts and the mayor runs citywide, but ultimately we govern as one Fort Pierce. One Fort Pierce is what's going to get us through the tough times that we face. We are growing the city of Fort Pierce, and the demands for services for the city of Fort Pierce have gone up. And we have to meet that demand for the current citizens that we have here. We have clearly nearly 50,000 residents of the city of Fort Pierce right now that we must deliver services to, municipal services. And they cost a lot of money. And we are going to do everything. We're going to work hard. And strategically, I invite you to engage us as commissioners, as the mayor, to let us know your thoughts, to let us know the things that are on your mind. We represent you. You literally just put the public trust back in with your vote to reelect us as commissioner and mayor of this beautiful city of Fort Pierce. And we don't expect for you to go away and just hide as a result of that. I expect to hear from you. We need to hear from you. We're going to face some very challenging, tough times with the city of Fort Pierce, and we're going to make some very critical decisions starting January 1. As many of you know, we're going to be hiring a new city manager in the city of Fort Pierce. We don't take that lightly. This is going to be the sphere of how we're going to move our city forward. And I look forward to serving you, serving all of the city of Fort Pierce, not just the district that elected me, but each and every person that lives in the city of Fort Pierce. Because now more than ever, we're going to need each and every person in the city of Fort Pierce to be a part of the solutions as we move them forward. We're going to start our strategic plan here shortly, where we're continuing to develop upon that. And I want to thank fellow Commissioner Johnson and welcome me on 4 years ago. We've done a great job over the past 4 years of strategically beginning to put the pieces of the puzzle together based on what we heard from you, the citizens. And it takes a little while. This is government. It's not a speedboat. It's a Titanic. And sometimes we hit a few rocks. We don't try to go down, but we do hit a few rocks. But more importantly, we're going to stay afloat. And it's important that you understand that. Government doesn't move like a speedboat like most people wish it would, but we do move. And I will say that the progress that we've made over the last 4 years of me being in this city seat have been tremendous. And I can't wait for the progress that we're going to make for the next 4 years as this commission rolls up our sleeves to go to work. And we're going to need you. We're going to need you to fill this chamber in the good times. And certainly when there are things that you want to express, maybe bad times, we want to see you here. I look forward to that. My fellow commissioners, I'm sure, welcome that. And so as we work with this city, as we work with our county, as we work with our sister city to the south, this county is growing. And just don't think that it's not going to impinge upon Fort Pierce. They're already impinging and closing in right now. Yes, we will maintain that Fort Pierce character. The heartbeat of the Treasure Coast is in Fort Pierce. This is the oldest city on the Treasure Coast. But by golly, we have to grow it. And with old cities, we have challenges with infrastructure and things like that that we need to get addressed. And so I welcome you. I welcome you all. I want to personally thank those that helped and supported my campaign. All of the hard work that you put in to support me to get me back into office will not go in vain. I will begin serving as I always have and always will tomorrow morning. Actually, tonight at 5 o'clock. Jeez. But the work doesn't stop. You know, we do much more than city commission. I represent you throughout this state at the state capitol, lobbying for things here in the city of Fort Pierce and on state committees. And so I look forward to that work. And I look forward to seeing each and every one of us in our beautiful city as we grow. Thank you. God bless you. And thank you again.
Commissioner James Taylor. Or you can stand up here.
Everybody here?
We're all here.
All right. Raise your right hand. I, James A. Taylor III,
I, James A. Taylor III,
do solemnly swear that I will support, protect, and defend the Constitution and the government of the United States and of the state of Florida,
do solemnly swear that I will support, protect, and defend the Constitution and government of the United States and of the state of Florida,
that I am duly qualified to hold office under the Constitution of the state and the Fort Pierce City Charter,
that I am duly qualified to hold office under the Constitution of the state and Fort Pierce City Charter,
and that I will faithfully perform the duties of Fort Pierce City Commissioner to the best of my abilities,
and that I will faithfully perform the duties of Fort Pierce City Commissioner to the best of my abilities,
the position for which I am about now to enter.
the position for which I am now about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations and welcome.
Chair.
Both places? Want to make your comments from down here or up there? Why don't you go ahead?
Make my comments from up.
Yeah.
Really?
Get up here, Arnold.
5 o'clock. Don't sit down, come to shake your hand before you give your speech. There you go. I'll be back up at 5. All right. Take your seat.
I'll be brief. I'm a little less wordy than my predecessor, so you guys will be excited to hear that.
We're gonna hold you to that. Yes,
It's
absolutely.
on the record now.
To say it. Wow. I mean, to say this is an honor of a lifetime would be the understatement of the universe. I am totally honored and privileged to be up here. I thank God for giving me the opportunity to be here to serve my favorite city. Where I'm a 5th generation Fort Pierce resident. My grandparents grew up here. My parents grew up here. You know, we love this town. And a theme came out during the campaign. It was, I've gone my whole life people saying Fort Pierce has so much potential. You know, they've got the waterfront, they've got the businesses, they've got so much potential. And I'm tired of hearing that. I'm ready for Fort Pierce to reach its full potential. And I'm excited to be a part of that. And I'm excited to continue the level of decorum that the City Commission has developed over the last several years and continue working together and continuing the One Fort Pierce idea and mindset. And I'm excited to serve with each and every one of you. Thank you, everyone, for being here. My family, my wife. You know, there's a special place in heaven for a politician's wife. You know, she's been through a lot, and I couldn't have done it without her. She takes things a little more personal than I do, and I appreciate that. She's always in the background fighting for me no matter what. And thank you to my family. I'm very excited. This is a great day and a great day for Fort Pierce, and I'm excited to move forward with everybody. Thank you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, before Commissioner Gaines gets up here, we're adjourned.
Have all of you stand out front. We're going to take a group photo.